You know how you can see a simple image and it just tells you a whole story in a single glance? Well, that's exactly what we're digging into today, the power of visual shortcuts. We're going to take a tour of these awesome minimalist designs that pack a huge emotional punch with just a few lines and symbols. Let's dive in.
Right? That's the big question. In a world that's just so full of noise, how does a designer manage to cut through all of it to send a message that's clear, powerful, something about love or passion or peace? Turns out these designs have the answer, and it's pretty fascinating.
So we're kicking things off in our first gallery, if you will, with a theme that millions, probably billions of people feel deep in their souls, an absolute, undeniable passion for soccer. Let's see how these designs capture that intense feeling. Okay, we're starting with the most basic idea here. You've got a heart, which is, love, and right inside it, there's a soccer ball. It's this super clean visual equation that just says, my love for soccer is right at the center of my being. It's simple, you get it instantly, and anyone in the world can understand it.
Now this next one, it takes that same idea and just kicks it up a notch. We still have the heart, but now look, there's a heartbeat monitor line running through it, an EKG. So the message is crystal clear. Soccer isn't just something you love, it's the actual rhythm of your life. It's literally what keeps your heart beating.
And check this out. See how just a small change can create a totally different feeling? On the left, you've got those repeating hearts, which kind of suggests a love that's just overflowing, constantly growing. But on the right, that single, bold heart, that feels more like a total all-in kind of devotion. Both are about passion, for sure, but they're just slightly different flavors of it.
Oh man, this one just perfectly captures the emotional roller coaster of being a sports fan, doesn't it? On one side, you have that pure, wholehearted love for the game. And on the other, the absolute agony of a tough loss, shown perfectly with that simple, broken heart. It's the joy and the pain, right there, side by side.
I absolutely love this one. It's just so clever. It's set up like a math problem. A heart divided by a soccer ball equals a soccer ball inside a heart. So what's it saying? Well, when your love is defined by soccer, the sport becomes a totally inseparable part of that love. Pretty smart, right?
This design just screams energy. It's using this really powerful elemental imagery. The sun, this massive source of heat and light, is made of flames. And what's at its core? A soccer ball that's also on fire. The message is unmistakable. This is a burning, all-consuming passion that just radiates energy, kind of like the sun itself.
You can tell a whole story with just a few words and icons. And that's exactly what's happening here. This shared passion is what connects a family. You have mom, dad, and me. And each one has their own unique soccer ball. It's just a really simple, beautiful way to show a love for the game that gets passed down and shared through generations.
And here we go, a design that speaks our totally modern language. You see the @ symbol, a shopping cart, and then the heart with the soccer ball. This isn't just about watching the game anymore. It's about being part of the culture, buying the jersey, following online, making the sport a real part of who you are as a consumer.
All right, let's move on to our next gallery. We're going to see how this same visual language, this language of passion, translates to another universal love, music. How do these designs connect sound to our deepest feelings?
Hey, does this format look familiar? It should. It's the same clever equation we saw a minute ago, but this time it's a musical note instead of a soccer ball. This is what's so cool about a visual language. It tells us that no matter what your passion is, when you pour your heart into it, it fills your heart right back.
Wow, this one feels incredibly personal. It's not just some cool icon, it feels like a plea. Find me. It really speaks to that idea that we listen to music for more than just entertainment, right? We're trying to find pieces of ourselves in the lyrics, in the melodies. It's a search for connection.
This comparison is just fantastic. Both of these designs are saying the same thing. Fix mood at music. Basically, music is the place you go to change how you feel. But look at the one on the left. By adding that simple little icon of a person hugging a musical note, it makes the whole message feel more human, more real. It actually shows you the solution in action. So for our final section, we're going to zoom way out and look at some of the biggest ideas of all. We're talking about those universal human desires for connection, peace, and just happiness. Let's see how these simple designs can tackle such huge concepts.
Look, the @ symbol is back, but it's used in such a beautiful, poetic way here. It's not an email address, obviously. It's a location. It's a super modern way of saying, I live in a state of love. Or, hey, if you really want to find me, to understand me, look for me where love is.
And this is just a brilliant example of how changing a single word can change everything. On the left, it's a personal quest.
find me at peace. But on the right, that same personal journey becomes this huge global mission, fix world at peace. It shows how our own personal search for peace is directly tied to healing the whole world.
You know, sometimes the style of the design is the message. By spelling out peace, best choice, with what looks like toy blocks, it frames this really profound idea as something so simple, so fundamental. Something we should all learn when we're kids. It's just a simple, undeniable truth.
There is absolutely no confusion here. The heavy, stacked letters give this statement a real sense of weight, of importance. This isn't some quiet wish. It's a bold, powerful declaration. It's a demand for the kinds of miracles that only peace can bring.
And here's just a wonderfully optimistic little reminder. That bright green color feels so fresh and full of life. It's like a call to action for our own minds, telling us that joy and fun aren't things we just have to sit around and wait for. They're things we can actually create, and it all starts with a simple idea.
Okay, our last design here is like a beautiful symphony of pure positivity. It's telling us to just smile, because that one simple act is a win for your health, for happiness, for peace, and for love. And it's for you, it's for me, it's for all people. It's just this powerful reminder of how one tiny positive action can create these huge ripples.
So after seeing how a few simple lines in a couple of words can say so much, it really leaves you with one final thought. If you had to create your own visual shortcut, your own simple design to share one big idea, what message would you want to send out into the world? Definitely something to think about.